welcome to the first episode of Frank's World TV. What's Frank's World TV, you ask? That's a good question. In large part, it's going to be whatever you, the viewers, want to make it to be. But primarily, I'm going to focus on some of the things I focus on FranksWorld.com, my blog, a website that's been up since 1995. In the years since its original creation, it started actually as a fake news website, similar to kind of the supermarket tabloids you would find. It's changed. The focus has changed. In the last several years, I've focused very heavily on technology blogging, specifically related to Microsoft technologies. I'm actually now employed by Microsoft as a developer evangelist, focusing on public sector clients. What's public sector, you ask? That's a good question. Public sector, as my team defines it, is any government type of customer, from federal, state, and local governments. Also includes healthcare and education. So the focus of the show isn't necessarily going to be that. As you see in my blog, I do talk about public sector issues and technology where those two worlds intersect. Particularly interesting, I find some of the stuff that's going on in the Open Gov movement. And we'll talk about that. But primarily, I am here to help you, the developer, build great Windows 8 apps. And as you see on my blog, there's some silliness from time to time. We're going to have fun, we're going to talk about cool, geeky things, and we're going to have a blast. So, let's start the show. According to the Popularity Programming Index, the most popular language of 2012 is C#. That's right. This annual index ranks the most popular languages in terms of their widespread use, and C# topped the list this year, or last year. You get the point. Chicago, the Windy City, can now be called the Cloud City. That's right. All of Chicago's 30,000 employees are now being moved over to Office 365, a move that could save the city hundreds of thousands of dollars in terms of mail server consolidation, as well as migrating a lot of data and a lot of resources off to the cloud. So, next time you're in Chicago, that doesn't make any sense. Would you like to write an app for the Windows 8 store, but you didn't know where to start? Well, have I got a solution for you. It's called Generation App. It's a great website, great free resource. If you sign up today, you can get a 30-day guided tutorials on how to get your app from concept to market. We call it 30 to launch, but I call it 30 to cool. In all seriousness, the 30 to Launch program is really great. You can opt in to get emails daily. You'll get emails on and information and access to really great tools. You'll even get free help from system engineers to help you work on your app, to brainstorm architecture ideas. You'll also get help from a free design resource. So if you're contemplating coming up with a Windows 8 app, please, please, please sign up at that link today. You won't regret it at all. Well, that's all the time I have for this show. What are we going to talk about next week? Well, I assure you, next week is going to be chock full of goodness. And if you have any questions, please feel free to put them on Twitter with hashtag FWTV. Again, I really want to make the show interactive. So as part of this, next time we meet, we will have an interview with a local app developer to talk about his story as how we got the idea for his app and how we published that into the store, as well as how well it's doing. I'd also like to do more tutorials and screencasts through this mechanism. Again, this is not so much my show, although I do have my name on it. It's actually your show. I want to be a great resource. I want to be a go-to resource for developers interested in public sector development, as well as Windows 8 development in general. If you've got an app you want to showcase on this show, please feel free to reach out to me. You can find me on Twitter at @Tableteer. Also, on the following screen, I'll have contact information. All right, thanks and have a good week.